Are you filming? Are you just taking a picture? What are we doing? What are you doing? Picture. Oh, picture. Okay. I always get paranoid. All right, we're going? All right. Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, December 11th, 2017. What's going on? How are you? It's the Christmas season, everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody. I know you're not supposed to say that anymore. I don't know why. If somebody said Happy Hanukkah to me, I wouldn't be like, go fuck yourself. I'm Christian. I'm not even Christian. I don't even go to church. I just like saying Merry Christmas. It puts a little song in my heart. But in this gift-giving time of the year, the gift that we have today is a very special guest. Came in all the way from New York, the wonderfully talented, with a brand new special called Naive Innocence that you can get on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, YouPorn, right?
YouPorn, no.
No. Okay. Please welcome Harris Stanton, everybody, to the program.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, there should have been applause there, but we don't have the sound effects.
I have porn in my album.
Do you know I'm trying to go? I'm trying to go the month of December. No porn, no booze.
Why?
No, nothing. Because I think it fucks you up.
It does. It does. If I didn't get up so late and had to be here at 1, I would have jerked off before I came here. But I realized I didn't have enough time to get into it the way I wanted to.
Jesus, what do you fucking become a character or something?
No, I watched that Flair documentary he was talking about, and the guy asked him how many times a day do he jerk off. He goes twice. I was like, that's about what I do.
Ric Flair said that?
Yeah, you saw the documentary.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, he went to a sports psychologist, and the guy was like, so how many times a day you jerk off? He goes twice. How much do you drink? He goes, I have 10 beers and 5 vodkas.
That part I remembered.
Yeah. Well, he said that before. He said the jerking off stuff before that. And he goes,
okay.
He goes, every day. Every day. He said, how long you been doing that? Oh, it's 1982. I started in 72. About 20 years, 10 years. He said, that's impossible. He said, it's been a week with me.
Yeah.
God
I like
damn,
when they
Flair.
said, they were like, your first wife, how long were you faithful to her? And he was like, about a day.
Yeah.
And they go, really? He goes, I couldn't do it. I
Right.
couldn't do it. I
Right.
came home, and he goes, I was bored. I just wanted, to see a guy
It was great.
to actually just say how fucking bored he is being married. Because, anytime you have a thought of just any sort of, resentment of your situation that you fucking created.
Right, exactly.
You didn't have to say I do. You didn't have to do
Exactly.
all that, but you created it. You have that feeling of fuck, I want to do this. You have that guilt. I loved his complete lack of guilt.
Yes.
Or honesty, I should say.
Honesty, yeah.
Honesty.
He's
Well,
like, why do you tell the girls, why do you say scream out your hotel? I don't know. Why don't you wear your ring? I don't know. No one ever comes to the hotel. They all come to the hotel.
I like that one when he was in the middle of nowhere and there was no party when he went back to the hotel.
He created one.
They just created one. Bought 100 kamikazes and then he's dancing on the bar. It's just like,
woo!
yeah. Dude, you just blew out my fucking
Oh,
ears.
sorry.
Jesus. Let me turn this down here. Speaking of
My
woo.
Ric Flair impression.
Yeah, man, you got to go
Gotta
away
do
from
it
the mic.
Woo! Like that. All right.
There you go. Speaking of honesty, tell me about your special. And I also like how you're doing it like you basically went where all the specials end up anyways. And so you just bypassed all the networks. It's just like someone's going to steal this and rip it anyways or whatever the kids say. What, you just shot it yourself?
No, it's Bill, for the 5th time, it's an album.
What is it? Oh, it's an album. Oh, it's
Yeah.
a CD.
Yeah, well, it's not a CD. It's just digital, I guess. And I have drop cards that I sell after my shows and stuff.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. But,
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of interviews, and I'm not a good listener. So
No, you're
here we
not.
go. Bill,
Yeah.
for the last time, I'm here about a benefit.
Yeah.
When's your special come out? I just assume it's a comedian. It's got to be a special.
Yeah, no, I filmed it at Gotham Comedy Club Memorial Day weekend.
Well, how do you film an album?
Well, you're right. I recorded it at Gotham Comedy Club Memorial Day weekend. And it's on all the little media platforms.
All right.
45-minute album.
I have to
It's my
ask you the
first one.
white guy question here. You're wearing a Phillies hat. All right. Now, I've learned this with black people. That doesn't mean you're a fan. Do you have on maroon sneakers, or do you really like the Phillies?
I just like the hat.
Oh, you just like the hat.
Yeah, but I'm a Toronto Blue Jays fan. You might see me wearing a few different Toronto Blue Jays hats.
And you have a baseball background, correct?
Yes. I was
I
drafted
believe-
by the Chicago Cubs.
That's right. You were a right fielder, I believe?
In the 56th round, which they don't have that round anymore.
You were drafted in the 56th round, and the scouting report on you is you could go deep, but you couldn't hit a curveball.
Yes. So
What did you do to try to work on, other than just guessing? What did you do when you stepped up to plate to try to get? Because there's no fucking way I could ever hit a curveball.
Well, I was always hunting the fastball, which is probably not a great. Well, that's what a lot of hitters do. You're supposed to adjust, but I think it was mental after a while. I wish I knew about sports psychology when I was playing. I would have went to one because it was totally mental.
You had a mental, like Charles Barkley's golf swing, where he has to stop and then keep
or like
going.
John Lester, who can't throw to first base, but he can throw a pinpoint fastball in the inside corner to a hitter, but he can't throw it to first base to throw somebody out.
Yeah,
he will not throw
no
it.
No pitchers can throw. You ever? They all just they fucking throw like I don't know what, like a goddamn gorilla on the mound. And the second they got to throw it, they throw like a little girl, like oh.
Right. Or I don't know if you remember Chuck Knobloch. He played for the. He was a Gold Glove second baseman. All of a sudden, he couldn't catch anything.
No, he couldn't throw.
He couldn't throw. What still?
Yeah, he threw it. Yeah, he threw. It was like hitting people in like the fifth row.
Yeah.
Steve Sachs was the first guy. Was that the guy? Yeah, the yips.
Yeah.
Is what
and
they call it.
It's all mental because you was doing it your whole life until now.
So did you ever hit the curveball?
Yeah, I've hit a few curveballs. Bad ones, the ones that don't break that much.
Oh, okay.
But a good one. Not too many people hit a good one anyway. You're not gonna hit if Clayton Kershaw puts a good one on the out. You're not touching it.
Who's the anybody you ever go up against made it in the big leagues?
Yeah, Orlando Hudson. He's the only.
How'd
star.
you do against him?
Well, he didn't pitch. He was a player. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a player. No, Jacob Shoemake. He got drafted first round by by Atlanta Braves, and he didn't make it. He got a $500,000 signing bonus. And
so you did all that Bull Durham shit, riding around in buses and all that?
No, I didn't make it that far. I was released to spring training.
Wait, so when you get drafted by the Cubs, they saw you at high school? Like where did they
saw
see?
me in high school, and then they actually can. Scouts can actually help you get into schools. They call other schools and go, "We like this guy." Matter of fact, I got recruited by NC State from a scout. They call schools and hey, get this guy. We're gonna look at him. And then you go to the school, and then after your first season, they either pick you up or because I was a draft and follow.
So there's just nonstop pressure.
Yes.
So every time. So then it's already bad enough if you're in your head, if you're in a slump.
Yes.
Now it's just like, fuck, I'm not going to get picked up next year.
Yes.
My dream is going to die. So all these other kids are walking around going to keg parties, going, Mom, send more money. And you're literally going, my dream's fucking dying.
Right, exactly. Most people who don't know baseball, it's just extremely competitive and hard to play. That's why there's a minor leagues. There's no minor leagues but there's a little bit for football now. But there's no minor leagues for basketball and football. You just go right to the pros. But baseball, you need constant work from rookie ball all the way to AAA. Rookie ball is not even A ball yet.
Is that because the game's that hard?
It's really that hard, yeah. I mean, you ever seen a 97-mile-an-hour fastball coming at you?
I like those people that go down to the batting cages and they just set it on 90 and they know what the pitch is and they keep going, dude, I was hitting it. I was catching up with it. It's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, now let's actually put a brain behind that fucking machine that has two other pitches.
Exactly.
And there's a million people watching.
Right. Fastball is actually easy to hit. It's the other stuff, slider, curveball. You don't know what's coming. Sometimes if the pitch is good enough.
Can you please, what exactly is a slider?
It's a
what
ball.
Does it do?
It's a ball that slides to the left or slides to the right.
That's it?
And yeah.
That's not a curveball. Curveball drops off the table.
Curveball drops off the table, yeah.
That's a slider.
They call it 12-6 where it really drops from 12 to 6. That's a bat. Kershaw has a 12 to 6. Some people just have a little loop. But a slider is and a cutter is a fastball that at the last minute darts to the left, which goes into your the handle part and you break your bat. Like Mariano had the greatest cutter, and it would just
Why can't they just guess and just going? I know he's coming with the cutter and just guess
because
and
even if
swing
you
a
hit
little left.
If it was that easy, I don't know, man.
I met a guy one time who
you got split second to.
He used to play for the Giants, and he owned fucking Tim Wakefield, who was a knuckleball pitcher, and he goes. This is a visual here, but basically he'd go like, well, basically his pitch did this, and he would make all these crazy movements with his hand, and then go, it either went here or da-da-da-da-da-da-da there.
Yeah, knuckleball is crazy.
He would just guess. He would go, all right, I'm going to just swing here on this one, or I'm going to swing there, and I'm ignoring all of this bullshit between me and him, and he actually was successful doing that.
Yeah.
I remember the Yankees one year were just looking at tape against Wakefield, and they realized that most of his knuckleballs were balls. So they go, well, just don't fucking swing at it. And then he started getting behind in the count. I think that's when he had to, like, every once in a while throw, like, his idea of, like, a fastball.
Right.
But I always felt if I was going to get to the big leagues, Like, that's the way to, if you could somehow develop a knuckleball, because then you're not going to blow out your arm.
Right.
You can throw like 26 pitches, like, crazy like Johnson.
Yeah, you could pitch to
in
60.
the early 1900s. Yeah. What do you think? I know we're not. I love sports. Who gives a fuck? We know you're funny. Let's
Right,
talk
yeah,
sports here.
yeah.
How do you look at those early 1900s, specials? Not specials. The fucking records that people.
In baseball?
Yeah, like when somebody, he pitched 93 innings in 2 days. That'll never be broken.
Right.
The
right.
Home Depot League is what I call it.
Well, today's baseball is different because it's the training, it's the preparation. Like those guys, they just played. Like now they coddle the players, the pitchers. Like they only go 6 innings now, really.
Yeah, they're like veal.
Yeah, like back in the day, they planned to go 9.
Right.
And now they go, you go 6 and some 5. And that means your bullpen has to be very good. If you don't have a great bullpen, I've even heard talk of which is blasphemy. I hope they never do it. That just try to you go 3 innings, you go 3 innings. No, you let Clayton Kershaw go as long as he can go, and then you bring in the bullpen. You don't let him go 3 and then let your other guy go 3. I guess.
So do you coach any baseball when you're not doing stand up?
No. I'm gonna put my son in the league. Probably next summer.
That's good. You're going to keep him out of football? At least he didn't pick soccer. I hate how soccer is gradually taking over.
Yeah, soccer, no.
You can't do, because you know what you're basically saying?
I'm going to Joe Jackson him in baseball.
You're saying I want my son to be a flopper.
Yeah.
That's basically, I think you got to take like a drama class before you play soccer or whatever the fuck they call it overseas, football. My favorite one ever is, people say, why do you call it football? Talking about American football.
Right.
There's somebody, I forget what comedian said this. It was like, well, why do you call it football? Why didn't you call it feetball?
Right.
Using both feet, right? You want to be a clever cunt? There's your clever joke right back at you.
Right.
I actually would rather watch women's soccer than men's soccer, just because they just play. They don't do all that fucking flopping around, and it's embarrassing.
Right.
I would literally, if that was my son, I would walk out of the stadium. I would stand up all dramatic, like Glenn Close in The Natural.
Right.
I'd have myself backlit so he saw me up in the stands, and he'd be all excited that he drew a fucking yellow card, and I would turn my back on him. That'd be it. That'd be the modern day version. That story where the guy bricked up the room that the kid was in.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Hear that? You heard that story?
No, but I watched the ID channel, so I mean, he locked his son. He bricked up his son.
His son was supposed to go to battle, and he fucking chickened out. So the guys came there, and they're like, yeah, your son who you said, it was like the king or some shit. They go, your son who you said was brave, he chickened out. And he's like, bullshit, no son of mine would do that. And they go, yeah, he's right in that room. He goes, I refuse to believe that. And to demonstrate it, I will now have this room sealed off. And he started bricking the room up, and he got all the way up to the last brick. And then the pussy was on the other side, and he went, Father.
No, this is recent?
And then, this happened in Tahunga, in Orange County or something.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, brick it up. And that was it. They put the last brick in, and that was it. The dude died.
No.
They found skeletons with powdered bone. Dude, it wasn't now. It's a fable.
Oh, it's not real.
Yeah. Jesus, how crazy do you think white people are?
Crazy.
How free do you think we are that we can brick our kids up in a
You've done worse.
We actually have.
Shit.
Anyways, Jesus Christ, let's get out of slavery. What else do you want to talk about? The Patrice O'Neal benefits coming up.
Yes, man. Yeah. Excited about that. Like I always like seeing Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually spoke to her before I came here.
What's your favorite Patrice O'Neal story that you had? You went on the road with him. You did Amsterdam and all of that.
Man, we coming back from Charlie Goodnight's Raleigh Durham.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys, firecrackers is illegal in Boston, right?
Fireworks, yes.
Fireworks,
You have to go up to New Hampshire.
Yeah. So Patrice said, you're in a hurry to get back in New York. I go, no, what's up? He goes, I never really use fireworks. And I go, okay, well, we stopped by. He spent like $300 on fireworks.
Did he?
Yes. He just put them all in one bag and just rang it up. And he goes, yo, I want to set some of this off. So I go, yeah, I'm from down here. He was in North Carolina. I said, well, I'm from here. So we can just find one of these little abandoned fields. So we did. But it was hot and the grass was dry.
Oh, Jesus.
And we started a forest fire.
Oh, no.
We lit it up. We had just came back from eating, so Patrice had tea. He shouldn't have had tea. and I had a big glass of water or tea, and the fire started getting bigger. But before it got bigger, we tried to stomp it out. So it was just two black dudes.
With what, your tea?
No, we did that. We did the feet first. We both had new sneakers on. Our sneakers were black when we were done because we were trying to stomp this fire out. And then we went and grabbed the tea, and we both poured our tea on the fire that did nothing. And then I said, let's get out of here. He goes, no, we got to. Then the ambulance came, the fire truck came, the owner of the land came in like 10 minutes.
Oh, Patrice, you said let's get out of here. Your own state. You were like, fuck this place.
Yeah,
I live in New York now.
Let's get out of here.
So what happened? They put it out, and what they say?
They put it out, and they were really cool. Patrice was honest. He goes, let me do all the talking, stupid. And and when they got there, he's like, I'm from Boston. I never popped firecrackers before, so we just started to be good. I'm like, oh, it's okay, man. Don't worry about it. I just put some pesticide on this crops, and everything is dry or whatever. And they let us go.
Wow.
They took our statement and let us go.
There you go. Look at that.
But we almost started a forest fire. That shit was going. The field is here, and the forest was like maybe 10 feet from the fire.
Why didn't you just light it off in a parking lot?
There was no. We was in North Carolina. There's no parking lot.
Yeah, there is. I live there.
Well, not where we were at. We were like off the highway, off the beaten path.
Well, fucking do it in a rest area. Scare a couple of pedophiles out of the bathroom.
Yeah, we didn't do that. I guess we would.
Let's put it in this fucking pile of hay.
Oh, dude, it was hilarious. Both our shoes were black from trying to stomp fire. We poured our tea on it.
Where you working these days?
Everywhere. In the city, I'm actually pretty busy. In January, I'm going to Denver, Colorado with Dean Edwards and
Dean Edwards, man, I haven't run into him in a minute.
Yeah.
Where are you guys playing out there?
The Improv. I was at the Funny Bone. The Denver.
Comedy Works?
No, it's the Improv, I think.
Oh, the Improv, okay.
And then after that, I am in where am I? I'm in Myrtle Beach, where I started at, Comedy Cabana.
How close is that to the forest fire? Myrtle Beach.
What forest fire? There's forest fires in South Carolina?
No, the one that you fucking started 2 minutes ago.
Oh.
I'm trying to do a callback here. I'm trying to fucking help you out here.
That was in North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. Where's Myrtle Beach? South Carolina?
South Carolina, yeah.
That's all the fucking same down there.
That's
all
what people
the
say.
Goddamn same.
You
know what I hate? You know what I don't like in the South? The chain Waffle House.
Oh, yeah.
I
used to work in one.
You know what I don't like? The signage.
The what?
The sign. It's just so, the font is so not exciting, and then it's like piss yellow.
Yeah.
With like the most basic thing, and you get in there, and it's just, there's always like either a fight's about to happen or just happened. It's just really
right.
like.
I worked there 3 years when I was in high school.
People go there, they seem like they're hiding out. Like, I can't go home because of such and such situation.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy working.
How long did you work there for?
3 years off and on when I was.
How many fights did you see?
I didn't see any fights, but someone after I worked third shift sometime, and when the club let out, these drunk people would come in, and one person went in the bathroom and shit everywhere, all on the walls. So the waitress comes out. She goes, I'm cooking food. She goes, Harris, I need you to clean the bathroom. I go, well, what's going on? Somebody made an accident. I went in there, and it was just.
It wasn't on purpose.
I don't know. It looked like a crime scene with shit. And I said, no, I'm not cleaning that. I don't get paid to clean shit off walls. And
they don't make a mop for that.
No, they don't.
Yeah, call a fucking hazmat group.
Exactly. I refused, and one of them did it. And one lady came in, and she wanted a cheeseburger, and I said, the cheese is 50 cents extra. She goes, 50 cents? Can't you just put it on there? I go, no, lady, I can't just do it. You have to pay for it. And she didn't get the cheese. The next night she came in, she had her own cheese in the plastic, and she said, put that on my burger. Like, you was in a nightclub. This cheese is in your glove compartment for 2 hours. You left your house. You got your purse, your perfume, and your high heels, and your cheese. So when you get to the Waffle House, the cook can put it on your burger because you don't want to pay 50 cents.
Wow.
Hilarious.
That is a level of fucking cheapness. Because that is cheapness. If you're going out to a club and you're going to pay a cover and you're going to do some shit like that, I fucking hate cheap people like that. And also dumb with money.
Yes.
I don't have any sympathy for that. My white guilt only goes so far.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'll white guilt all fucking day long until I watch you get a deal and buy a bunch of dumb shit. Then I'm just like, all right, forget it.
Right.
You know, all kinds of shiny shit.
Yeah.
Remember the age of the deals?
Yeah.
And Montreal Comedy Festival, and everyone would go up there and he'd be like, oh, my dad was crazy and my brother was crazy. And everybody's like, that's a show.
Right.
And then you'd go out and you'd get a 6-figure deal. Remember all those fucking idiots that went out and they buy flat screen TVs?
Ty Lynn did that. Ty Lynn got a bunch of money.
Todd Lynn, rest in peace, literally did, and I refused to believe it until Dean Edwards fucking confirmed it, did the Coming to America thing where he fixed up a place he was renting.
Mm-hmm.
He even redid the fucking floors.
He
showed his landlord, she raised the rent, and he had to leave after a while.
Yeah, yep. He bought a bunch. He bought 2 cars. He
bought that gold Lexus. He had the Jesus piece.
It was an Infinity.
Infinity.
And he
had a waist length mink with a hoodie on it, zip up, and he would be on stage talking about white people.
Right. He must have been.
Just like this guy, you could be as white as fucking ever. No, you're never gonna keep money if you do that.
Right. He must have spent $20,000 on whores. It was hilarious.
Oh, I feel bad going. We can't go that far. He's not alive to defend himself.
Right,
but if he was, if he's listening,
the
spirit of him.
Yeah.
Do you think in the afterlife both his arms worked?
I thought we weren't doing anything.
Jesus.
Oh my God! You know what's funny? Ty would have that arm, and people were still afraid of him. Like, what the fuck are you afraid of?
Because he had the mean mug face. I used to always tease him about his Roman nose.
Yeah.
He had like a Julius Caesar fucking nose.
Yeah.
He was, I don't know. He kind of looked like a male Missy Elliott when I really think back. You know, when she needs to lose weight, you know?
Right.
That size Missy.
Whatever happened to her?
I think she took her money and left. I think Napster.
All right.
Which blew up comedy. I'm convinced of that.
I'm smart on my money. When after the accident, I only bought 2 things.
Can I get any credit here for going this far in and not making you fucking relive that again?
Oh, that's fine. We could talk about it. It was
okay.
Yeah.
Harris was one of the people, unfortunately, who was on the bus with Tracy Morgan when that Walmart truck. Crashed. Not the bus. I'm sorry. It was one of those Mercedes van things.
Van limo party bus without the pole.
And rest in peace, Uncle Jimmy.
Uncle Jimmy Mack. Yeah.
Oh man, I remember bombing with him at fucking LeBar Bat one night. And I remember he was.
I bombed at LeBar Bat too.
Oh, everybody! I that fucking room. That was Talent's room. I never figured that room out. Never. That room was like this really cool bar, and it had an upstairs and a downstairs, and it was Tuesdays. The after work crowd.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they never called any white people. I remember that. It was specifically all black crowd, after work crowd, and every time I went
really
there,
hard.
I think I must have killed first. Because I went back.
Right.
So I killed the first time, then I bombed, then I killed, and I bombed every other fucking time. It was unbelievable.
I think I only did it twice, and I bombed both times.
Oh, I remember one night.
That's back when I was new anyway, so I probably still
bombed so bad. You never bombed so bad that the next guy's bombing off of your bomb? Like, it was like the aftershock of what the fuck I did. So Uncle Jimmy went up there and was bombing, and he was bombing so bad, and it was so fucking quiet. He was just like, man, fuck y'all. He goes, and this woman was giving him shit. And he said something about, like, whatever, you know, something about his career.
Right, I tell you.
I still got my fucking career. And she was like, N-word, what career? And everybody, that was the biggest laugh. Everyone laughed at him. He was trying to talk about being on BET. Dude, you remember, what's his face? Gerald Kelly?
Gerald Kelly, yeah. The Green-Eyed Bandit.
I did one of his rooms out in Jersey. It was one of these places. It was a dance club, and like the next week, it was closed because someone shot off some guns or some shit. And I fucking went in there, and it was me and Roz G, and I forget who else. And he was supposed to host it. It was his room, and he was like fucking 2 hours late. And he came on stage. Oh yeah, and just was like, he's like, "Yo, what up? You know, just got back from Atlanta."
Damn, you kind of sound like him.
And he goes, doing Comic View. He goes, made 6 G's. He tried to say he made $6,000 doing Comic View. Now, people not in the business, Comic View, you got paid like $600.
I got $1,000 one time.
Did you? I think that was actually after everybody. I remember it was in the hundreds. It was like $700, all inclusive. Like you lost money.
You lost money, yeah.
Yeah,
you had to pay for your hotel. You had to pay for your flight.
So nobody knows that. So he showed up, told the crowd that had waited for him, like fucking Axl Rose back in the day, that he was late because he was doing a TV show and he made $6,000.
That's hilarious.
So that's how we started. Everybody's like, what the fuck? And I remember Roz went up, and she had such a tough set that she ended her set, and she goes, damn. She goes, I don't know who's coming up next, but he better be funny because you motherfuckers ain't laughing at shit.
Right.
And walked off.
Right.
And then they brought me up. And, of course, the second I talked, everybody did the white guy voice. Oh, nice to be here. Yes. Yeah, I ate it.
Jimmy, I tell you a funny story with Jimmy, because Jimmy had I guess he was away for comedy for a little while, so Tracy brought him on the road, was on tour with us. But before I got on the tour, Mark Theobald said that Jimmy would go up and open and be bombing. So Tracy said, Jimmy, go up and warm the crowd up. And Jimmy will go up, and Jimmy started bombing. And then Artie comes back and goes, yo, Tracy, Jimmy's bombing. You want me to get him off? Tracy's like, no, let him simmer for a little bit. So Artie goes back out and says, yo, Jimmy, stretch. And Jimmy turns around and goes, oh, okay, they want me to stay out here. And he just bombed for 5 more minutes. I'm like, Tracy, you're an asshole for just letting him sit in his bomb for 5 more minutes. Let him out off the hook, man. So the next night, he goes, Jimmy, you're up again.
You just sounded like that dude in Pulp Fiction. Let him simmer a little bit.
And then, so the next night, Tracy goes, Jimmy, you're on again tonight. And Jimmy literally went in the corner and started rehearsing his lines like new comics do.
Oh, God.
All right, I'm ready. And he went out and bombed again.
Oh.
What an asshole, Tracy.
I know. No, we had a bunch of those. There was a guy, I remember when I was in Boston, this guy, Dick Doherty, he still has rooms. He had all of these fucking rooms, right?
Right.
He was like the godfather of the outside, the satellite rooms, right? You had the main clubs in Boston, and then he had all of these places in like fucking Drake-it and all these places in Massachusetts, and which are all great towns, but not the best place sometimes to do comedy. So he finally did one. He finally got one in Boston. I guess he always had the. He had the Comedy Vault for a while, but he opened this other one in Kenmore Square, right in the college area, and they called it Comedy Campus. So this journeyman guy finally, they gives him the room. Like, you're booking this room, you host it, and he's fucking psyched.
Right.
Like, man, I'm finally fucking making something in this business. And he fucking, the first night of it, I'm on it with Greg Fitzsimmons, and the dude goes up, and it's this really small crowd, 10, 15 people. And dude, when I tell you he didn't get a fucking laugh, he got nothing. Brings up the first act. The first act immediately starts killing. Crowd fucking livens up. Everything's going great. Dude finishes his set. Thanks a lot. Back to your host, so-and-so. Host comes back up immediately, bombing again.
Host?
Bomb, yeah.
That's always funny when the host is bombing also.
Bombs again. Brings up the woman that Greg was dating at the time. Fucking, she kills. Back to him, bombing. So finally brings up one more person. That person's killing, right? So fucking Fitzsimmons looks at him and he just goes, hey, buddy, he goes, dude, if it's not happening for you, just bring acts up. We got plenty of show here. We got plenty of show, and like piss this guy off. So he got on stage and he fucking immediately just starts bombing again. So finally, dead silence. He just looks at the crowd. He's like, what the fuck? What the fuck kind of jokes do you fucking people want?
Exactly.
And this guy in the crowd goes, how about some funny jokes? And he goes, funny how? Like things going in and out of Uranus.
Oh, did that kill?
It killed with me and Greg.
That's hilarious.
He said it was such fucking bile in his voice. You actually pictured this guy's asshole puckering up.
That should have killed.
Me and Greg it was the funniest joke of the night.
Yeah,
we were crying,
hilarious.
Laughing, and the crowd was just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Oh, wow. You remember Kevin Hart's Sweet Cheeks in Atlantic City?
I never did that one, but I remember they threw chicken at Big J.
Oh, it was awful. They loved
Kevin. It sounded like a gay bar.
No, it was
Sweet Cheeks?
It sounds like a gay bar.
I remember Patrice worked at a gay bar called Fiddlesticks. I did one. It was called Queen of Hearts.
Oh, man. No, it wasn't a gay bar. It was actually the opposite. Gangsters hung out there. It was fights all the time. And they loved little Kevin. But when everybody else would come back on, they threw like the plastic that you put the menu in on the table. They threw that at Jameek. They were awful. But they loved Kev. I was like, well, that guy is funny too.
Oh, I didn't do rooms like that. After a while, like there was if enough
It
people
didn't
came
last
back,
long.
if enough people came back with stories.
Yeah,
Kev was trying to get me to do that room, and I remember I was far enough in my career. It was just
that you didn't have to do it.
I don't need to drive to Philly to bomb. Like I can do that. I'll do Drew Frazier's room, Manhattan proper.
Yeah,
I'll take the E to the end.
That just finally closed.
I love that room. I remember one time doing that.
There all the time too.
I remember doing that one time, and I remember one entourage chasing another entourage out of the club, and then the next week there was like a metal detector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Tupac and gangsters used to hang out. Gangsters used to hang out there, like real live drug dealers.
Yeah, that was the vibe. But then this really cool after work thing was there.
Yeah, like Supreme. He was on American Gangster. They used to hang out there.
There was not a guy there named Supreme.
Yeah, you probably didn't know. When you're whiteness, you had no idea he was next to.
They probably thought I was a cop. Dude, you know what
Supreme-
people used to do when I got off the fucking when I took the E to Jamaica,
What?
Queens, and get up? They would look at me like. They would just be like,
Yeah.
people would try to help me.
Jamaica Queens.
Going
was
like,
rough.
dude, get back on. You want to go?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to go the other way. You want to go the other way.
Yep. Yeah, dude. You didn't know you was performing in front of killers, did you?
No. I knew that there was definitely some shit going on
Yeah.
that wasn't legal, but
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was kind of like.
Dudes
You ever
had-
think about that? How
What?
many like people that killed somebody at this point? How long you been doing stand up? How many people in the crowd who've killed somebody that people just don't even know yet? Or
Right.
I used to think
Yep.
that on the subway.
Right. Well, in Manhattan proper, you definitely had some clientele in that killed somebody. Or had somebody killed.
Some future stars of the first 48.
Yes.
Let me
American
do some
Gangsters.
advertising. How far into this am I? Half hour? Okay, cool. Look at me. Still can fill a half. Huh? I got to type in my goddamn password. What's your name of your special again so people know to look for it?
My name, my special CD.
Sorry.
God damn. Naive Innocence, and that's the theme because I moved from South Carolina, and I was naive and innocent. And then I got up here and I got around you guys, and I became fucking terrible.
You're going to blame us like that demon wasn't in you?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It was in there, but you guys.
I haven't even talked about half the fucking shit that I heard you did.
lubricated it out. You guys lubricated it out.
No. You were on your own. I remember you
Tracy didn't help
over
neither.
fucking night. Overnight. You just went from like, hey, how's it going, everybody, to Harris did what? Harris did what?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. And I'm just leaving this open. You
Yeah.
want to tell your fucking stories, you tell them, but other than that, I keep my mouth shut.
No, you know. Shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, goes into falsetto. Hey, we got a little sideways there. All right, let me do a little read here real quickly. Look who's back for the holiday season. It's Sherry's Berries. Christmas is a week away. Talk about last-minute shopping nightmares. Or do you want me to talk about it? Going to the mall at midnight? Fuck you. Everybody knows this. No, it's actually not that bad this year because everybody's shopping online. Yeah, like you're just there with like fucking people as old as me. All right. How shopping with Sherry's Berries has been a lifesaver. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm so sick of these people who are clearly stocking stuffers acting like you're buying somebody a fucking Lexus. Like this, I don't want to go to the stores. I'll just get somebody some chocolate-covered strawberries, and I'm going to get those for my wife. I'll just get those only and see how my fucking holidays go. See how my 2018 is. Anyways, no matter who you're shopping for this holiday season, Sherry's Berries has the perfect gift for everyone on your list. This holiday, my listeners can get fresh and delicious Sherry's Berries dipped in white milk and dark chocolate goodness. Why did white come first, Harris?
White always comes
That's
first.
right, because it's pure. Starting at $19.99.
The women, yeah.
Plus shipping and handling. Or check this out. When you double the berries for just $10 more, your gift will include a free keepsake dessert platter. However, the white chocolate is still the same price. Kidding. I just want to see your face fucking wrinkle up. That's two gifts in one. You know the white ones come with a little clan hood on it.
Oh, boy.
If you get the Grand Dragon fucking ones. There's only one way to get this amazing. Somebody in the South is going to order. Oh, that'd be fucking perfect, Mark. There's only one way. That's a made-up name because it wasn't two names, right?
Right.
Mark Bobby. There's only
Billy
one.
Joe.
Billy Joe would love one of them. I keep the hood. I put it on my gerbil. There's only one way to get these amazing $19.99 deal this holiday. Visit berries.com. Click on the microphone in the upper right-hand corner. Enter my code Burr at checkout. Remember, when you double the berries for just $10 more, your gift will include a free keepsake dessert platter. Christmas is a week away. Order today. That's berries.com. Code Burr. Which white hate group, supremacist group, offends you the least? Klan, neo-Nazis, or just the average douche on YouTube?
Damn, that's a good question. Probably the Klan.
Even though they're out there and they're just kind of saying it, I would think the YouTube, because it's all, you might even run into that. You might even know that guy, but they don't have the balls to put on a uniform and say what they're thinking.
Okay, yeah, that's better. But the Klan is just like it's funny to me now. Like, I see it on some of these talk shows. the Klan.
Can I tell you something? That's the only place they are.
Yes.
The Klan is only. I'm as white as it gets. I've never been asked to join. I don't know any fucking members.
Right.
I've been all through the South.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in Connecticut. Evidently, they got a good following there in Connecticut.
They're not as prominent as they used to be, I guess.
They kind of fell off.
Yeah.
It's like the mob. They're all doing like identity theft now on the fucking web.
Yep.
All right, Helix, everybody. Helix. There are a ton of online mattress retailers popping up these days, all with a one-size-fits-all solution for better sleep, to a better sleep. Guess what? One-size-fits-all doesn't work when it comes to mattresses. Helix Sleep offers something that doesn't exist anywhere else. A mattress personalized to your unique preference and sleeping style that won't set you back thousands of dollars. That's true. Like even not just your height. Like if you sleep face down, they take a plaster mold of your junk so it contours to the mattress. It's true.
Are you serious? No.
No, I'm fucking with you.
I was like, you don't need that.
Go to helixsleep.com/Burr and take their 2 to 3 minute sleep quiz. They'll build a custom mattress that will be the best thing you've ever slept on. For couples, they even personalize each side of the mattress, which we both know that's the beginning of the end of the relationship. Yes. You're starting to live separate lives.
Yeah.
You can't even sleep next to the person. You need your own space. Everyone from GQ to Cosmopolitan to the New York Times are talking to Vibe magazine, reaching out to your people.
They still do. They still have Vibe magazine?
No, it was the last black magazine I remember. Ebony.
Jet.
TV Guide. Are all talking about Helix. And once you try it out, you'll know why. Your custom mattress arrives direct to your door in a week, and shipping is completely free. Try it for 100 nights. If you don't love it, they'll pick it up. Gross. And refund you in full. All right, go to helixsleep.com/Burr right now to get $50 off your custom mattress. That's helixsleep.com/Burr for $50 off your orders. helixsleep.com/Burr. All right, we got two more here. Oh, here we go. MeUndies, everybody. MeUndies. They'll take a mold of your junk. MeUndies. Flip over, and they measure your trunk. I'm sorry. MeUndies. Every year, millions of people receive at least the least liked gift of all time, underwear. Harris, what if someone gave you underwear for Christmas?
I would love it because most of my underwear have holes in it because I'm one of those guys who just I won't buy new underwear until someone
Well,
says
you're a former baseball player. You're superstitious, right? You hit your last curveball with that pair of underwear, you're still going to wear it, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen to this. MeUndies, okay? They'll give...
I love socks now.
I'm trying to do a segue back into this fucking copy, and I can't do it. Anyways, but we still give it to our family and our loved ones who just don't want underwear. But maybe it's not that underwear is the problem. Maybe it's the kind of underwear, Harris. Harris, can I take a moment here to tell you about MeUndies? The only underwear that makes for an amazing gift. The only underwear, even though you'd probably take a 3-pack of some shit at Marshall's. MeUndies made underwear the perfect gift that everyone is going to love you for. It's a goddamn holiday miracle. This year, don't give underwear, give MeUndies. This holiday season, to get your exclusive 20% off the softest underwear and socks you will ever wear. Free shipping and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Go to MeUndies.com/Burr. That's MeUndies.com/Burr. They used to have all this shit in there that they were softer than cotton. Sorry, man. Last but not least, all right? Stamps.com. Harris, do you go to the post office ever?
Not recently, no.
How do you get your mail out?
I don't mail shit anymore. I don't know.
Oh, do you do it online?
Yeah.
You're comfortable with that? Do you bank online?
Yeah.
Do you jerk off online? And when you do you cover the camera?
No, I don't jerk off online.
You don't jerk off online? What do you have, VHS?
I jerk off while I'm online.
Well, that's what I mean. You use online porn.
Yes. The porn I watch.
You don't cover the camera?
There's not a camera.
There's a camera right here.
Yeah, but not when I'm watching Pornhub, there's no...
That's right there. That's a camera. See the tape I got over there? But you know what I found out now? Now when you click on a porno, all of a sudden, like the whole screen will go, like they just took a picture of you. Going like clicking on the video. No, this is the thing.
But I use my phone most of the time.
You use your phone. Well, where are you?
Home. With my phone.
You got that good of eyesight and you can't hit a fucking curveball?
It's not about the
That's
eyesight.
unfucking believable. Well, the phone's not moving, right? It's like golf. All right. Stamps.com, everybody. Stamps.com brings all the service of the U.S. Post Office right to your fingertips. All right? Buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter, any package, any class of mail using your own computer and printer. Then the mailman comes and picks that shit up. Stamps.com makes it easy. You don't have to use your brain. They'll send you a digital scale that automatically calculates the exact postage. Stamps.com will even help you decide the best class of mail every time. Print postage any day, anytime. Stamps.com is always open. I use Stamps.com whenever I'm fucking sending out my posters. I'm a moron. Harris, you know that. If I can figure it out, so can you. And right now, you too can enjoy the Stamps.com service with a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale without long-term commitments. Go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in Burr, B-U-R-R. That's Stamps.com. Enter Burr. Okay. All right. How far in are we?
And you have
40. Okay. 10 minutes of bullshit there. Sorry.
You have a tape. That's the camera, just so people don't watch you jerk off. Is that really?
I just feel I'm just like, what if you're banging your wife and you just have your thing on? Like these fucking nerds, you know, they're not getting any pussy. They just watch you. They actually caught people like you buy a TV, they watch you watching TV.
The fuck?
Yeah. And for some reason, that's not illegal. And now all these fucking morons are, they got that little thing there in the house being like, Alexis, what's the capital of South America? Or whatever. I mean, sorry, Brazil? South America, I'm a moron. Yeah, you just bugged your own house. I mean, you already have with all these devices, and now you got this other thing.
Right.
That's like...
Alexa, I don't have Alexa in my house.
No, it's like inviting a vampire into your house.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put a thing of garlic around his fucking...
Fuck Alexa. Get the fuck out my house, bitch.
That's exactly what I said. Okay, here we go. It was bad timing, though. We both took a sip. All right, here's some questions. All right? Now, I tried to get some ethnically diverse ones so I can show you that I'm woke. How annoying is that to hear a white person say that, by the way?
Yeah, you married to a black woman, though.
Huh? Yeah, but, once you're married that long, they're just a woman. It's the same fights.
Y'all don't have cultural fights?
Yeah, it's not like, you hold the fork like this and I hold it like that. Wow, there really is a difference. It's the same shit.
Right.
Like, can I finish up here in the bathroom before you try to steal the sink brushing your teeth? It's the exact same shit.
Right.
It's only when you go out in public and everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing together? You fucking race traitor?
Yep.
But when you're in the house, huh?
I love.
Well, you can have mine.
Women.
You can have mine. Whatever one I was supposed to be with, and I took
Absolutely.
yours. There you go. And then one day we'll go on a double date like those two freaky fucking. Was it the Yankees or the Indians? You ever hear about them that they swapped wives?
No.
There was two teammates. They went on a double date. And by the end of the date, they fucking realized, hey man, we're like sort of like they probably sat at a four-top, boy girl. And I think they just sort of, the dudes stopped talking to each other and the chicks stopped talking to each other. By the end of it, they agreed to swap wives.
In real, like, to go forever? Like.
Yeah, and I think one of them made it and the other ones didn't.
That's hilarious.
The other one didn't. That'd be the funniest fight
People
ever.
do anything these days, man.
I should have stayed with the right fielder. Well, I know he's getting a better blowjob than I am. Oh, this would be brutal. All right, here we go. So I tried to have some ethnically diverse. Okay, so we're going to start. This is a nice one that I feel like anybody of any sort of background, transgendered, anybody. This one's called Favorite Ozzy Osbourne Guitarist. So this is right in your wheelhouse. This is a fastball. I feel like you can jump on this one.
Why is this in my wheelhouse?
It isn't. I'm being an asshole. All right.
I know you are.
Breaking Bad Bill. I'm watching a documentary on Ozzy that's 4 hours long and boozing while the girlfriend is out with her peers doing Sex in the City shit. While Randy Rhoads always gets to me, especially during Mr. Crowley, none of this means anything to you.
Sure don't.
My favorite has always been Jake E. Lee. I grew up on Bark at the Moon when I was a kid and still listen now and again to the last furious riffs of Jake in the last minute of the song. I always felt he was underappreciated. Could not agree more. Zakk Wylde is all good, but it feels like he's using 5 pedals instead of showing pure skill. Well, you should have seen Zakk Wylde when he played with the Allman Brothers. That would have cured all of that shit for you. More style than substance. I don't agree with that. What do you think, Drummer Boy? P.S. Was great to see you in Montreal last summer. when it was your birthday. All right. What do you think, Harris? Just by the names alone, who would you think is the best guitarist? Would you go with Randy Rhoads, Jake E. Lee, or Zakk Wylde?
Probably Zakk Wylde.
Zakk Wylde, why?
Because it's wild. He goes crazy.
I knew you were going to jump on that. Jake E. Lee, what does that sound like to you?
Jake E. Lee sounds like
Borderline Asian?
Yeah,
Mixed?
borderline Asian, trying to fit into the culture.
Okay. And Randy Rhoads?
Randy Rhoads is a racist, and
he died in a plane crash, by the way.
Oh,
yeah. Go easy here. This is like making fun of Tupac for a lot of white people.
Right. Oh, sorry. I don't know any of these people, listeners. I don't know any of these people. I would never say that if I don't know him.
Well, he did play in an all-white band, so I mean, your theory does
He's
work.
A fucking racist.
He
No,
is.
I'm just. No, I'm joking. No.
It's a brutal story. He was on tour with Ozzy. Ozzy left Black Sabbath.
Okay.
All right, and that would
I
be
didn't know that.
That would be whatever. They had a falling out.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like one of the. Well, how do I relate to you here? Well, it'd be like somebody in the Wu-Tang Clan. They leave and then they put out a solo album. That's critical there.
Right.
But Wu-Tang never really broke up, right?
No, not really. They just haven't made another album.
Okay. Well, just say they broke up, and then all of a sudden, one of those guys that's not Old Dirty Bastard, a Method Man, Ghostface Killer decides I'm gonna fucking put one out. You know.
Right.
It's a very like precarious point in your career. Like you don't get a second solo album if the first one bombs, especially if you came out in a supergroup. So Black Sabbath thing was over. He was coming out on his fucking own, and he ended up meeting Randy Rhoads, and Randy Rhoads basically saved his fucking career. So they go out on tour. He's destroying. He's like the new guy and everything, and they were in Florida, and they pulled in the bus driver, wherever they were going to gas up the bus, there was also a little plane there. And this guy had a pilot's license, and he fucking got in the plane with Randy Rhoads, and he was fucking buzzing the bus, doing all of that shit. And on his last pass, clipped the bus, and either flew into the house or into the barn, one or the other. And then that was it.
That's crazy.
That was it. And you just said he sounded like a racist. I hope you're happy with yourself.
No, man.
Maybe if you shouldn't be Googling all your fucking porn, you could look up Randy Rhoads before you soiled his name. All right, here we go. Here's one that we can both jump on here. All right, girlfriend isn't very attractive, and I want to cheat. All right, I've been dating my girl for a year now, and I love the shit out of her, but goddamn if she isn't on the wrong side of the 10-point scale. Oh, my God, what an asshole.
Yeah,
you don't love her.
No. And why would you date her if she's ugly?
If you think she's ugly, yeah, you don't love this woman.
No.
All right, we got it. It's not like there's anything wrong with her face. She's just not really my type. Physically, personally wise.
Does he eat food?
Wait, physically. Personally, we jive. He says personality-wise, sorry, we jive like crazy. Jive. This guy's got to be like 50.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what do you look like?
Does he eat food that he doesn't like too?
Let's see. She's really pretty when I'm laying on top or next to her, but any other position, and I can't help but be disappointed in how overweight she is.
Jesus Christ.
This guy's a fucking monster.
Yeah, he sure is.
On one hand, the sensation of being with thick girls really appeals to me. On the other, my male gaze does not agree. Because of this, I've found my thoughts wandering to other women and have started flirting with them for seemingly no reason. I'm afraid I'm going to cheat, but I really think, all things considered, that I could marry this girl. This guy's all over the fucking map.
Yeah, he is.
Breaking up with her for something so shallow would absolutely kill me, and it hurt the woman I love's heart for no reason. What should I do?
Go see a therapist.
Yeah, he's like oddly, like brutally honest. He's being brutally honest here.
But he's all over. Like it makes no sense. I like purple, but I don't like purple. Like which is it? Pick the pros and cons, and
You know what it is? He made a very mature move where he actually fell in love with the person, and now I think that's getting old.
Yeah.
There's no more surprises. Now he's just looking at her, and I think that's what's going on.
That's exactly what's going on.
All right, now how can he, for Christmas, what gift can he give her that in a funny, loving way can be like, you need to lose some weight or I'm going to cheat on you? Sherry's berries?
Oh,
There is no way. There is no way. Like, you know, the end of an action movie where it's which wire do I clip?
right.
And they fucking take a guess. Yeah, both of them blow up.
Yeah.
All right, Harris, I got to put you on the spot. How would you do it? How would you tell the woman you love, personality-wise, you guys jive, as this guy says? How the fuck would you tell her you're putting on too much weight?
Well, if you know someone that long, then you go, bitch, you fat. You need to lose some weight.
So you rip the Band-Aid off.
Right. Go, listen, you're getting a little overweight. I had a friend of mine who dumped his girl. He warned her before while they were dating. He said, if you get big, I'm out of here. She got big. He was out of there.
She tested him.
She ate too much. She tested him, right?
And he said that?
Yeah, he said that to her.
And he left her crying? I told you.
Exactly.
What did I say?
I told exactly.
Look in the mirror. Look. What did I say?
You're 100 pounds bigger than you was when I said that shit.
But here's the thing, though. I actually there is like a complete lack of respect for your partner if you let yourself go.
Absolutely.
There is. Now here's the thing. Unless, you know,
you're sick or something.
Or she was pregnant. She
Right,
had a
exactly.
kid.
Yeah, we're not
then
talking about that,
fuck
yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
But before having kids, or if you're not having kids, all right, if you're sitting, a man or woman, if you're just sitting there, just becoming a fucking lard ass,
Exactly.
what are they supposed to do?
Exactly.
You're putting a lot of pressure.
Like Patrice said, however you look to get him, you have to somewhat maintain
Stay
that.
there. Yes.
Otherwise, he's gonna venture. We're animals. We're
And what I loved about Patrice is he could be that overweight in the crowd. They would never even think to say, like, well, what about you?
right.
He would just be like, bitch, I've always been this size.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What should he do?
Talk to her like he's talking to you on these emails.
I would just say this. I would put it on me. This is what I would do. This is if you really loved her, I'd put on 20 pounds myself, and then just be like, listen, man, I got to get this weight up.
You get diabetes.
but-
Just to,
Yeah, if I loved her, I would put on 20 pounds myself, and just say, listen, I got to get this weight off, but I can't do it on my own. I need you. Okay, I've been weak lately. I need you. And she'll be there for you, and you take her out on walks. And this is what you do.
You wouldn't do that.
You buy. I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't. I'd dump her. No, I wouldn't. You buy his and her fucking matching workout fucking outfits. Just steer right into it. Just walk and be that couple that dresses the same.
right. Ugh.
I know. That's when it's just like, that's either like, whenever I see that, that's like either they literally are soulmates, if you believe in that, or there's one person that needs to be rescued from that relationship because the other person, like, who's that guy in the NBA?
What would Ric Flair do?
What would Ric Flair do?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well, he wouldn't be around long enough for her to get fat. He'd do when he came home from the road, when she fucking put on all that weight, he'd do the Flair flop right in front of her. And just turn around. Or he'd do the Henry Hill. He'd just do that laugh. Remember that? And he turns right back around, and he gets back in the car. What the fuck kind of people are they? He gets back in the car with Joe Pesci. I think that's what he would do. This guy, I think he was trying to be. Sometimes people try to be funny by being really blunt. I actually think this guy does really like this girl, but like, yeah, because I think if they start getting that fat before you had kids, you just start thinking like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I don't want to be with a. No one wants to be with a. No one wants to be a whale, and no one wants to be with a whale.
Well, some guys like big women,
Okay, all right, okay.
but he doesn't.
all
Obviously.
right. No, he likes thick and fucking obese. Is
My
different.
father had a best friend who wanted his woman as fat as she could be.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he had a best friend. His wife was a fat motherfucker too.
What is that about?
I think they like the,
you know,
bigness of.
This is what's so weird. Do you know? Maybe they want him to just look adorable. You know how adorable a baby looks with all those rolls of. They'll have like a roll of fat in the mid forearm. You're just
Right.
looking at it like, what is that?
Right.
What is that? I think they want that. They just want a big giant baby.
Right. I think it's they like a lot of women. But
I
I like a lot of women, but far as like not fat, but like let's say 6'5", 11", that's a lot of women too.
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
But it's not fat.
Not fat.
Right.
What's the biggest you will go? Give me height and weight. Let's break down your draft picks. And in the in the first round, of the big girl draft. Tara Stanton picks.
Picks 185-pound, 6 foot, no, 5 foot.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'2.5".
6'2.5". All right.
Yeah. So she has to. If you're gonna weigh 200 pounds, you have to be 5'11" and better. Otherwise, you're just a fat bitch.
That's considered insensitive, but it's actually there's an endearing thing where you're just being brutally honest.
Right,
I mean, that's what your heart is saying.
Yes.
It's saying you're a fat bitch. It's not being like, listen,
right.
Your heart's doing all the work.
Yeah.
I would go whatever, because I'm 5'9" 3/4. I'm exactly Doug Flutie height, not quite 5'10".
Big women with curves are have a chance. Like if you still, the fat women that are really fat, but you can still see the
curve, yes,
the curvy, like they look like a skinny woman but fat.
Yeah,
like a
it's
hot
not
chick.
a giant just sack of fucking fat.
Right.
I would say 165.
165.
Because I'm about 175. I don't want to throw me around the fucking room.
What height is that?
Like 5'5".
Jesus,
5'6".
That's big. Yeah.
That's not that big. Depends on depends.
5'5", 160 pounds.
She's got a nice ass on her.
Okay,
that's like
it's
40
curvy.
pounds
Is it
right
curvy?
there.
I don't like those cankles with the ankles running to the foot.
You know what's weird is when they got fat feet and skinny toes.
Oh yeah.
It's like someone was at the carnival,
right?
Where you slam the hammer down trying to win that prize, and they hit them mid feet.
Right. You ever heard Corey Holcomb's joke? You ever
there's a fucking underrated comedian.
Absolutely. He's not underrated in my fucking head, but fellas, you ever fucked a fat girl with regular people legs? He's like, God damn, I just fucked a hamburglar.
That's usually an alcoholic body. There was a guy that I used to work with who I found out recently died, which wasn't a surprise. He was like the biggest booze hound cokehead. He was like 6'5".
Oh wow.
It was funny, man. He was just big, just like, dude, his legs were as skinny as mine. And he would push his jeans down, and just up top was just all booze and burgers, and he did blow. And
he's a mess.
He had the little but he had like his arms and legs was like he never worked out in his life. It was just skinny as shit, and he just kept all of that stuff there. I think he died of a heart attack. That's it right there. Which is why, going back to this guy, it's just like that's another thing you have to look at. Going to be like, I'm going to be a widower in my mid-50s.
Yeah.
There's got to be an exercise video just to get rid of your fat feet, or at least to fatten up your toes, right?
I don't know.
You should get like
I hate fat feet.
You should get like the ass injections in your toes just to fucking even it out, All right, here we go. Ladies get deprived too. How we doing on time? 57. Oh, good. Killing it. We're right on schedule here. All right, ladies get deprived too. Dear Bill, I am a lady in my late 20s, and I need a male perspective on something that's too embarrassing to bring up with my friends. All right, on a good day, one might consider me quite easy on the eyes. I exercise every day. I have a natural look, i.e., not trashy, 20 layers of makeup kind of gal. However, I always make a case of looking well put together, even at home. See? She gets it. However, my husband's a fat fuck. Anyways, but for some reason, in the last year of my 5-year marriage, my husband denies me sex, even if I only want to service him. He knows I like to do it. Jesus Christ.
You don't even want a blowjob?
Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. This is when you got to start taking off the police tape and getting out the blankets.
Dudes to take a blowjob from another dude.
I don't know about that. All right. On any given evening, he will be, it's not the mouth, dude. It's the stubble. I think that's what you couldn't get past. I almost got you to do a spit take. On any given evening, he will be sitting on his desk working late, and if I try to initiate things by touching him and kissing his neck, he will say, sorry, babe, it's too late and I'm tired. Same goes for when we are in bed. It has gotten to the point where I just, I got this paranoid thing.
He's cheating like a motherfucker on her.
Either that or he got replaced by a robot. And
Yes.
they haven't worked out the genitals yet.
Right.
Sorry, babe, it's too late and I'm tired. What's wrong with your voice? Same goes for when we are in bed. It's gotten to the point where I will try to approach him in lingerie, sit on his lap, and even go as far as begging for just 5 minutes, all without any success. This is this is one of these things. If it was a news story, I would shut it off because I don't want to see the fucking ending. Here we go. What baffles me is that during normal day-to-day life, he will frequently grab my ass or tell me I'm hot.
Wow.
I also do the same for him, as I know men like to feel manly around their lady. This woman's like a dream. I don't know what this guy's problem is. The possibility of an affair.
How she look, I wonder.
Okay, the possibility. She said she's easy on the eyes. She takes care of herself.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I got a nice picture in my head. Anyways, the possibility of an affair is very unlikely, seeing as we both work on the same male-dominated company. That's not good. And go home together. Also, he doesn't have a password in his phone. I think maybe he's gay. Male-dominated? I don't know.
There's something wrong with him.
Also, he doesn't have a password in his phone, which is another huge indication of nothing to hide. We have a very nice interaction. I never nag him. If anything, he nags me. And we do cool stuff like play ball together or watch some Netflix.
Maybe his dick don't work no more. He don't want to tell her yet.
Yeah, you need to sit down and talk to him. He's a very loving husband except for the actual physical loving part. I've tried to ask, but everything is fine. Everything is fine is in quote, as it appears. Bill, can you please let me know what the hell's going on? Aren't men supposed to be always in the mood? That's not true, but generally speaking, yes. I am going crazy, and I'm starting to get aroused from the most ridiculous thing, like men smiling at me or opening the door to me. Jesus, thank you. I really enjoy everything you're doing. Contrary to what you think, you are very balanced and insightful in your opinions. Look at this. I got to read that to my wife. Happy fucking holidays and go fuck yourself. One itching lady. Itching to get fucked. Listen, I think you've been nice for long enough.
Exactly, me too.
You need to sit down and be like, look.
Or leave him.
No. You got to have the conversation first.
Well, first. That's it first, yeah.
What is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Because, I'm about ready to jump
fuck
on a rolling pin.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck are you doing here? You guys need to have a talk. Need to go on, and I would go nice, because just in case it is some physical thing.
Yeah, you got to go nice first, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that can't continue.
Maybe he's addicted to online porn.
That might be it. Maybe that has a problem, man. But that definitely can't continue what they're doing.
They seem like they're around each other the whole time. I don't know what's going on.
You get you have a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah. All right. Need advice quitting drinking. So I guess our advice is I would sit down and talk to him. And
absolutely.
You're not being a nag at all. If anything, you've been too nice, and I would just go easy just in case it's something fucking.
It's a problem.
Yeah, like he got molested as a kid and it finally came out. Now he doesn't like.
Did they ever used to go at it like bunny rabbits?
I don't know.
That's a good question. Did y'all ever used to have like a real healthy sexual relationship, then it just fell off a cliff? Or was it gradual? Or
yeah, I think once you have a kid though, that just happens. You just like the appeal of going to sleep is just fucking unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable, and it's something if you do it together, like that's your sex. Like oh God, we're gonna get 8 hours. This is fucking awesome. All right, need advice quitting drinking. I know you're at 100-something odd days now of no drinking. 116 days of not drinking. I'm at a whopping day 3, and this is my third attempt in the last 2 months to take some serious time off. Most of my attempt only lasts 3 or 4 days max because every Friday rolls around and I can't help but buy some booze. I want to quit because my problem is serious enough that I experience minor withdrawals like minor shakes. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
If I haven't had a drink in like 12 to 16 hours, meaning I'm physically dependent. Yeah, dude, this is a great reason to stop. It's not serious to the point where people notice. I'm able to keep it under control, but drinking every day needs to stop. Yeah, you're what's known as the intelligent alcoholic, so you can fucking, what I call, you're a smart guy and you're boozing so you can play shit off and nobody notices. Where if you're just a fucking moron, everyone's going to notice.
Exactly.
My question for you is, how did you go about filling up the boredom that comes with being sober? Oh, what a great fucking question. I feel like I'm drinking, when I'm drinking, anything is fun. Sitting on the couch for hours. It's so true. On end, watching YouTube videos, but when I'm sober, I've got like 20 minutes tops before I'm bored with whatever I'm doing. Also, what was your problem ever bad enough that you felt withdrawals? I know how to taper pretty well at this point, but I have failed so many times that if you know of any tapering tips, or basically how to wean your way off, I guess, I'd love to hear them. P.S. I've always missed the old overrated, underrated segment you used to do circa 2009-ish on the podcast. You should bring that back. We're actually bringing it back. All right. This week we'll bring it back. We'll keep doing it. If you guys want to send it in, overrated, underrated. I find when I stop it's tough for like the first 6 to 10 days. And what it is, I'm more habit addicted. Like I just if I'm eating well, like I'm addicted to I want to get a salad. If I'm eating like shit, like if I eat McDonald's, the next day I'm craving McDonald's. If I'm drinking, then I want to drink. So it's basically I tried to be conscious of those thoughts in my head and just be like, try to get to the next morning. Going tomorrow morning, what's going to make me happier? That I had a drink right now or that I didn't? And it was always that I didn't. So I would choose that.
That's a good way.
I used to do that at the Boston Comedy Club. When
I never really noticed you had I never really seen you drunk ever back in the day.
Yeah, in the last 15 years, I gradually just drank more and more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
And then I'm not like an alcoholic, but but at the amount that I drink, I absolutely am.
Right.
But I'm one of those guys that can shut it off, and like this guy just sit
even
there.
Even after shows, you don't I can do it if I'm not performing. I'll not have a drink, but if I'm performing, I need one or two. But I'm not an alcoholic by far. But I have other problems.
My thing is if I'm doing something, I'm doing it. So the first thing I do when I sit down at a bar is I always order a double because I'm assuming that their pour is.
You sit down at the bar. Do you go to the bar? Destination leaving your house is the bar, or how's it? Or is it after shows?
Well, by this summer, it was becoming like going to the liquor store, buying a bottle, and always I was on the road doing an acting gig, and I made sure I had a bottle, and I just was, and I knew I was shutting it down. So I was just like, "This is where it is, Bill. This is bad." Yeah, it got way, way, way worse than it ever went as far as what am I doing? I remember coming home from the set one night and being excited that the bar was still open, and before I went in,
there's nothing wrong with that.
To where I was staying, but I was by myself.
Right. Oh, okay.
And I ordered a double, sucked it down, and said, "Give me another double," because I was sort of addicted to that crazy buzz and then going to sleep, I think.
I like it too, but
and then the whole time wanting to stop or wanting to not do it as much. And that was the only time, and this is the first time ever my wife brought it up, going, you're really drinking a lot. And hey, you're going to snore and blah, 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 blah. And then one night I came down to bed.
With a wife beater on, I can see you now.
I know. I'm so embarrassed by this. I came downstairs, and I actually was hiding the glass of booze on the other side of my leg when I was coming down the stairs, and I was just like, whoa,
yeah,
I'm that guy. Now, how soon before the bottle's in the back of the toilet? But I'm kind of too much of a control freak to make it happen like that. So, but I find once I go 10 days, the way I'm wired, I could go.
It gets easier.
In theory, I could go forever.
Okay.
Because now it's just something I don't do. I'm just the whatever it is that had its fucking claws in me. It only takes 10 days for how I'm chemically made up. To just be okay. Yeah, like right now, 116 days in, I could easily go a year. I could go 2 years. I could never drink again for the rest of my life.
And you don't think about it anymore, after shows or?
No, there's certain things that makes me just wish I was still drinking.
Okay.
What did I see the other day that I was just like, oh man, I would love to do that. I saw some cool looking bar, and it was just like, man, I would love to go there at 2 in the afternoon. And just get fucking drinking till 6, get fucking hammered. But now the way it plays out is
you would never flare though.
I would jump in the Uber and I would come home drunk to my daughter, and I was like, can't have that on the resume.
No.
So that's over.
Yeah, right?
So my life also I'm not telling this guy needs to have a kid. So I would just say, what you need to do is you got to push through that boredom, and but there's so much fun shit that you can actually fill that time up with. That there's stuff that you wanted to get good at, like like I've always been into music, like playing drums and playing guitar. If you do that instead, or working out, like if at night you go out for a jog instead, and then this is another thing too about not drinking is the fucking pounds just fall off you.
Really?
You know, as long as you don't substitute it with then like, oh, I'm going to eat ice cream so I can get like a sugar rush. If you actually eat well and you don't booze, it just falls off you. It's got nowhere to hide. So I don't know, man, but it sounds like, you know, that the shakes and stuff, you're on another level than I was. So if I was you, I might even go to a meeting.
That's borderline intervention TV show. Would you get the shakes and shit?
Yeah, a little bit. I would go to a meeting, just check out a meeting, just go down there, check it out, sit in the back, have a fucking donut, whatever the hell they do there, and just listen to these people's insane stories. It'll actually make you feel better about yourself.
About yourself, exactly.
All right. Okay, here we go. Overrated, underrated. Bringing this back. This is something this guy said, so we're going to do one this week. This is something I used to do way back in the day, 2009. I used to do overrated, underrated. It was the thing of the week, whatever you thought was overrated, whatever was underrated. All right, overrated, Texas Hold'em. Underrated, 5-card stud. Now, here's the deal. I don't know shit about cards.
Me neither.
I don't know. You got to give me the explanation. All right, that was a soft open.
Yeah, I don't know anything about cards. I never played cards.
All right, what do you think's overrated right now? This topic?
No. What I think's overrated right now? Hip hop. Really? Yeah, like the not having any words in your song, and it being quote unquote a classic or a hot song for this time, and but 10 years down the road, this guy said nothing. It was just beat and sounds.
Oh, it's just beating. So it's
like mumble rap. Like they don't say anything.
Oh, everybody sounds like they're kind of like half in the bag.
Yeah, and there's no originality anymore. But people are still celebrating something that is less original than it used to be.
Do you know how old you sound right now? Well, people in your generation, that's gangster rap, and
but originality is not old. That's
true.
That's universal, and they don't have any.
When did they
so
lose
unoriginal that their name's not even different. How many little rappers do we have? Right. Little this, little that, little. You can't even name yourself an original name.
Oh, all right. When did they lose? When did hip hop lose you?
Probably the mid 2000s. No, late 2000s.
Late 2000s.
Like maybe 2011, 12 on and up.
That's but not bad. But not so all. You hung in there.
Yeah, but not all hip hop. Like you got artists like Eminem and Nas who's still doing what they're supposed to do.
Oh God. You're doing that's like me going, Zeppelin and AC/DC. Yeah, you're going back like 20 years. Yeah,
but those guys are still rapping. Those guys are still relevant, and they're still relevant. And it's the words. Like you can't have a song with it's instrumental.
What about who's they got all the awards? Migos. Is it the Migos?
I don't even know them because I don't listen to them. I don't even know. I heard of them, but I don't know these people. I know a lot of rappers' name got Little in it, and that bugs me. Little Uzi Vert. Nigga, just change your name to an original name. Lil Wayne was first, and then everybody else is Little. Remember Tupac and Biggie? They had their own names. Nah, it's an original name.
Yeah, he went Little because there was already a Too Short. Who is the little person there? And that fucking what was that fucking? I don't know anybody. There was a guy, Bushwick Bill.
He was.
No, he didn't even say little.
No, he was Bushwick Bill.
He said where he was from. Well, these millennials are sensitive. Okay, I would say overrated. Being informed is overrated.
Absolutely.
I am off social medias. I don't read this shit anymore. I post my shit on there, but I'm done. Like, I fucking took a picture of this thing today. This is the classic. It's going to take forever to turn my phone on, so I'm just going to have to keep going. Classic fucking.
Like a joke when you forgot the punchline, you just keep repeating the setup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit is crazy.
Shit is crazy.
We used to say when white comics were lost in their act, they'd look down and be like, yeah, so what else is going on?
Black
comics, shit is crazy. Yeah, shit is crazy out here.
Shit is crazy out here.
Crazy, but you're a good-looking crowd. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out tonight.
Give it up for the ladies.
Ladies, all the strong women in the crowd. They're always strong. Women are always strong.
I used to do that so I wouldn't bomb early. like in black rooms, like I'll just go give it up for the ladies and compliment the crowd enough so they'll give me at least 30 more seconds not to boo me.
What's the hardest room you ever did?
Sweet Cheeks.
Sweet Cheeks. Back to Sweet Cheeks.
It's not even. I don't even think it's just a fucking place to go pick up $200. What was it, $250 back then?
Oh yeah, that was literally like fighting Mike Tyson. It's
Yeah.
just like, all right, if I can survive a round, I get my fucking purse.
Yeah.
All right, this is something that somebody tweeted today about that pipe bomb that went off in the Port Authority. There was
I'm uninformed. When did this happen?
Yeah, I mean, fortunately nobody died. They said there was non-life-threatening injuries, but that doesn't mean somebody didn't lose an eye or fucking hearing or something.
A bomb went off on 23rd Street right by Gotham Comedy Club, and they closed the street off.
I thought you were going to do a joke.
No.
So-and-so just got off stage.
When I got there, the street was closed off, and I actually asked the cop, but told the cop I have a spot. I didn't give a fuck about.
Oh my!
I just wanted to do my spot.
Well, this is what this fucking jerk off tweets about the Port Authority bomb. He goes, I have no idea what's going on at the Port Authority, but it was chaotic, and I didn't stay to find out. So you have no idea what's going on, but we had to find out how you felt about what you didn't know was happening? Who gives a fuck what you did? There's people down there hurt, you fucking asshole. This is what I can't stand. I'll be an old man here, about young people now. Nobody cares. Right. About every fucking thought in your stupid fucking head.
Exactly.
Were you there? Did you see what happened? Do you have any information?
I wish you guys could see Bill's
I have
face
no
right
idea
now.
what's going on at Port Authority, but it was chaotic, and I didn't stay to find out. And then there's going to be 1,000 fucking people going, so happy you're okay.
Yeah, exactly. People just want to. I didn't know so many people wanted to be known.
No, all these fucking people. You know why all these fucking people on social media? It's like they have their own TV show and they're acting like celebrities, self-involved fucking celebrities, as opposed to cool ones like us.
Yeah, the one who actually have a skill set.
Sorry. All right, last one. Here we go. How do I tell the truth? Hey, Bill. Well, I've been thinking with my dick. I recently downloaded the popular hookup app Tinder, and I've been using it to fish for some action with some college chicks in my area. I'm pretty good looking, and I'm not bad with chicks, so I've had moderate success. I recently found this one chick in my area who is, pre-med. Is that all one word? Premed? No, there'd be a hyphen. Okay, thank you. I was like, I knew I was dumb. I didn't think I was that fucking dumb. You know what's funny? That fucking guy who said, the guy who I was telling the story about, who, like, you know, funny how, like, things going in and out of your ass. He just sent me a text. A fucking random text. I recently found this chick in my area who's pre-med. I really like spending time with her, and we have the same sense of humor and political beliefs. And she has an excellent body and face. In short, she's pretty close to my ideal girl. However, there's one problem. I'm in high school, and she has no idea. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy, dude. Dude, you're a legend. You should be giving me advice. I have dodged most of her questions about the classes I take, and where I couldn't dodge, I lied. Oh, Jesus. We haven't done anything physically, but she made it clear she is interested in me. I'm in deep, Bill. How do I tell her without her hating me? Do I have to tell her? Just fucking tell her. Just say, listen, I don't want to go to a physical level without fucking telling you the truth. I'm still in high school. I really liked you. I would have told you sooner, but I was afraid you weren't going to like me. Just do that. Put it out on the table. If she tells you to go fuck yourself, fine. But you've learned a very valuable lesson with women, which I wish somebody taught me way back in my teen years. Just tell them the truth. Mm-hmm. What are we doing? I want to fuck you. I have no intention of having a relationship with you. Right. Okay? Right. Most will walk away. Some won't. But you can literally leave your fucking car out in the front of your house, and it will never be keyed. None of your shit will be lit on fire.
You gotta be honest, yeah.
Yes.
That's why when I see guys who damn, I forgot my train of thought. But honesty is always the best policy because you don't have to worry about people getting mad and doing crazy shit to you.
Dude, it works with cops too. Cops and women, nobody gets lied to more than those two. Mm-hmm. And when you actually come with the truth, even if they don't like the truth, it kind of like you might not get a ticket.
That's probably why Patrice, when the fire, that we didn't get in trouble. Yeah, because he was fucking honest about what happened.
Dude, I'm telling you, I fucking banged this U-turn, right? And right as I did, this fucking cop got out of his car, and as I'm pulling up, I'm thinking, maybe he didn't see it, and he's just coincidentally getting out. And he walks right up to my window. He goes, "Let me see your driver's license and registration." I was like, fuck. He goes, you know why I'm asking for that? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, why? I go, because I just made an illegal U-turn. And he goes, why did you do that? I go, because I'm impatient. I didn't want to wait in that line in there. And he just laughed, and he goes, do you want me to give you a ticket? And I said, no, but I'm not going to lie to you.
Right.
And he laughed again. He goes, all right, get out of here.
Exactly.
I said, you're awesome.
Right.
And that was it. Then other times, I've told the truth. And, like, all the way to the point, is this your current address? And I said, no. And the guy wrote me up for everything and my fucking address. And I was like, this motherfucker. Is he trying to get fucking cop of the month? That guy did that in Western New York. All right, we're out of time. Harris.
Yes.
So great to see you.
You too,
Once
man.
again,
Been a minute.
your album.
My comedy album is coming out. It's out already.
It's
November
out right
30th.
now
Yeah.
on iTunes.
Amazon and Google Play and anywhere else that you can get comedy.
Anywhere else.
Yes.
And the name of the album is?
Naive Innocence.
Okay. I almost said Google Alert is where you can get it. Like, I don't know what the fuck anything is. All right. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for being on the
having me, man.
podcast.
Appreciate
and
it.
everybody, I forgot to mention here, we got a couple of benefit stuff here. Santa Steve, the great Steve Simone, and Regular Hero are raising money again this year for children fighting cancer and their families. That's worded really weird. They're fighting cancer and the families of the children fighting cancer? Isn't that weird? They're raising money again this year for children fighting cancer and their families. These kids are fighting cancer in their own families. The children and their families fighting cancer. Monday Morning Podcast listeners helped raise $15,000 last month, and it had a huge impact on a lot of families. The stories are brutal, and every bit helps. We're going to save you the fucking stories, okay? The goal this year is to raise $50,000. We're going to tweet a link. Thank you so much in ahead of time if you got anything to give. And also, here's some dates I got coming up. I'm going to be at the Hard Rock Live in Hollywood, Florida, December 14th, December 16th, the Bob Carr Theater in Orlando, Florida. February 2nd, the Reno Ballroom, Reno, Nevada. February 20th, the Patrice O'Neill Comedy Benefit, the 6th annual. Makes a great Christmas gift. Get a pair of tickets to that. Tickets have been going fast. It's a great benefit, raising money for Patrice's mom and loved ones. Thank you guys so much. Go fuck yourselves, and I'll check in on you on Thursday.